welcome back to Adventures with Bam. I'm Brent Billings.
And I'm Maggie Billings.
And this episode has us recapping what is nearly our final Christmas event of the season.
So many Christmases.
Another Christmas. Not even the last one.
What number was this? Like 5?
I don't know.
So many.
We had our personal one, or like our nuclear family Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
We had the ranch Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Your family Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
We had my family Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that was before the ranch. Most of my family. But my mom wasn't ready. So maybe this coming weekend, we'll have Christmas with my mom.
Maybe. I'm not going up this weekend, I don't think.
No. We're not going up.
Oh, okay.
If they
you mean if they come down.
Here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It might only be stuff for the boys, actually. It might not even be for us. It might just be for the boys.
That's just fine.
Yeah, I have too much stuff.
Me too.
So this weekend, we went up and had Christmas with your family.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of that already happened at the ranch, but most of the stuff we kept here. Did it when we got back so that we didn't have to haul everything 600 miles into Montana and then back.
Mm-hmm.
And we boarded Maple at a new place.
Yeah, Northwest. What's it called? Pet Resort.
Northwest Pet Resort. We don't need to say it in unison.
Well, I didn't mean to, and I don't think you meant to either. We just are jinxing. It was great. They were great. I was impressed.
Yeah, they were like really kind, attentive, cared about Maple. They're like, yeah, this is, her first time, so we're going to do this, we're going to do that. I'm going to be with her for this thing. And yeah, they were just really
on
great.
Top of it.
Yeah.
Northwest Pet Resort, if you want to sponsor our podcast, feel free.
Nice. Speaking of sponsors, I told you about this last week, but somebody who's like a travel advisor for Morocco wants to come on our podcast as a guest and talk to us about Morocco.
So random and hilarious that I almost think we should do it.
I would like to solicit listener feedback. Should we take them up on this ridiculous offer? They have clearly not listened to our podcast, having no idea that we don't do guests like this. But it could be funny, and we're interested in Morocco.
Yeah,
so
why not?
We're interested in a lot of places, but Morocco, I think, is kind of on the short list.
It kind of is. Yeah. Also, I think doing something like that perhaps could boost our ratings in genre-defying podcasts.
It would be genre-defying if we had a guest on this podcast.
I know. Extra defying of our genre. What are we? 47th, you said? In genre-defying podcasts,
something like that. That's what the emails tell me. We get emails.
And 67th in
Anabaptist tradition.
I don't know how that happened.
I can't explain it.
Who can say?
It's got to be some kind of AI transcription error.
Maybe we said Anabaptist once.
How could we Well, I guess
probably talking about Deary.
Yeah, maybe.
Anyway, back to business. Christmas number 5 in Coeur d'Alene was good. It was a short weekend, so dropped off Maple.
I would say the one downside to Northwest Pet Resort is the limited drop-off and pickup hours on the weekends.
Oh, sure.
So we dropped her off at 1 p.m. on Saturday and picked her up at 1 p.m. on Sunday. 1 to 3 is the short window of opportunity on those 2 days. The midweek, 6:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m., pretty easy, although not really late enough for us if we're trying to drive up like after you get off work on Friday. Like we would have to be on top of it if we're trying to drop her off on a Friday night.
Sure.
But we just we had to work around that schedule.
It was fine though. Yeah, we had coffee with a dear friend.
Yes, definitely. All the way from Australia.
Mm-hmm. That was a good time. Haven't seen her in a few years since Darius was teeny tiny, and now she has her own teeny tiny baby.
Yeah. Super delightful.
Yep.
Good stuff, and hopefully we get to go to Australia and visit them.
Yep.
Australia also on the short list, at least for me.
Sure. So after that, went to my parents and proceeded to, I don't even know, open presents, eat some food.
We do presents first to keep the kids occupied, and then food, and then we played some card games.
I don't know that I would say card games.
Yeah, a card-based game.
Sure. As a general rule, and just to remind everyone, I don't do card games. These were a couple games, more like conversation-y games, and they had some cards in them.
Yeah, listeners can refer to episode 19 for Maggie's interest or lack thereof in card games.
Indeed. We played Ransom Notes, which has been on my list for a long time.
Yes.
And what is it? Horrible Therapists?
Something like
Something like that. Had a great time. Lots of laughs. And then just hung out and then parted ways for the evening, put the boys to bed. And then in the morning, my sister and her husband and Freya came over to make breakfast. So we had a yummy breakfast the next morning and then picked up Maple and drove back down to Moscow. So it was a quick trip, quick Christmas.
Bing, bang, boom.
Bing, bang, boom. Brent, what would you say? Do you have a favorite Christmas gift that you have gotten when you think of the 5 Christmases that we've done so far?
Well, you got me a book, a new book that is, somebody took all of the photography from all of the early space programs. So there's one book that covers the Gemini and Mercury missions, and then there's another book that covers the Apollo missions. And you got me the Apollo book. And it is a big honkin' coffee table book, and the photos are unbelievable. And I just was luxuriating in the early accomplishments of our space program.
Yes, we need a big honking coffee table for the book to go upon. And probably older children and an older dog before I would trust it.
Yeah.
It's a lot of sticky fingers and wet noses running around at coffee table height these days.
Awful.
Yep.
How about yourself?
I'm a sucker for sentimental gifts. Last year, you got me the book Madeline. I probably talked about that. And I just felt so seen and loved. And I had a copy of Madeline as a child. So that felt very sentimental to me. This year let's see if I get emotional. At this Christmas that we did the other day, I got one of my mom's Lefse sticks, which I don't know if my mom's.
Imagine like a paint stirring stick, but much fancier.
Yeah, kind of looks like that. For people not of Scandinavian heritage, Lefse is a Norwegian flatbread. And it's made of like potatoes and cream and a lot of flour. And my grandpa was Norwegian. And my grandma always made lefse. So my mom always made lefse. And then I have taken up making lefse the last few years for Christmas. So and you need kind of the right gear for it. You can't just throw it together. You need the right gear. And I've kind of been like, the gear's not necessarily cheap. So I've been like, well, this isn't really the right stuff, but kind of piecing it together and making it work. Well, I had put a lefse stick on my Amazon wish list. It's like a fancy long stick that you use to flip and turn the lefse on the griddle.
Lefse is like a fragile pancake.
A very fragile, like a cross between a tortilla and a pancake almost. Very, very thin, stretchy, but very thin, and also just tricky stuff. So I had lefse stick on my Amazon wish list, and I opened one. And I was like, oh, what's happening? And my mom said, well, I ordered you one from Amazon, but it was taking forever, and then it was getting delayed again. And I guess she talked to my sister and it said like, well, I have 2 lefse sticks. What if I gave her one of mine? And my sister was like, yes, you have to do that. She'll love that. And of course she was right. And I did. And I got choked up, and I just feel very honored. I feel like I am being entrusted with one of the sacred lefse sticks. And I think my mom said that it was her mom's also. Like her mom has multiple, and maybe that one was her mom's originally. I don't know, but it's like old, beautiful. I am excited to use it.
And I think I'm going to try to find some little like stands like they use for a Japanese katana to hold this thing.
Yeah, I like the idea of it hanging vertically and not horizontally.
Oh, well, I don't know.
But we also don't have a great place in the kitchen. There's one spot that I'm like, okay, maybe it could work here, but there's some ugly stuff next to it, and I don't. So I'm still figuring out the right spot for it because it's really long. It's not something you can just like, and I don't want to shove it in a drawer.
It's not as long as a katana, so
certainly not.
That stand would more than suffice.
Anyway, if anybody has any lefse stick kitchen hanging hardware recommendations, send them our way.